This video is brought to you by my supporters on Patreon, and a special thank you to Logan Shepherd Scally for donating £10. This week, Persona 5 Royal released on PC, and being a big fan of Persona 5, I decided to download it. Sorry if I sound a bit shit, I'm rather ill. I'm recording this just because I'm really pissed off. So, Persona 5 released on PC, specifically the Royal Edition, and I like Royal, I prefer the base game though. So imagine my shock when my PC with a 2700X, a 3070, 32GB of RAM, and I'm running the game off an M.2 SSD, barely hits 30 in the menu. That's usually a big red flag for me. For context, the last time a game didn't even hit 30 in the menu, it was Yandere Simulator, which is hilarious given how much I compare the two. So it didn't hit 30 in the menu. I was like, maybe it's just a menu issue, started a new game, got the joke ending where you refuse to agree that the game is fake, and then actually booted it up. Frame rate was pretty fine in the cutscenes. I was getting a constant 60, but they are cutscenes. Even though they're using 3D rendering, they are pre-rendered, so that's to be expected. In the opening, I was getting 60 with very, very slight frame drops, and usually when you see that, it's because of things like Denuvo's Always Online DRM, which Persona 5 does use. That causes stutters, especially because it's always online. And when you're doing that, when you've got Denuvo DRM, I believe it limits you to 5 registrations a day. So, like, you can't boot Persona more than 5 times in one day, which is fucking stupid, because I'm an adult, I have a life, I might need to close the game every now and again, especially if the game were to, I don't know, crash, which it hasn't yet, but I am only about 10 minutes in. I'm literally recording this as I got to the point where I'm talking to the principal at the very start of the game. So I got to Yongan-Jaya Backstreets, and I thought, okay, a bit of a more open area, not amazingly open, it's quite small, but a bit more of an open area. I wonder how it'll handle it. I wasn't even getting 30 there. That was quite shocking. What the fuck, Atlas? Like, I'm sorry, my PC is objectively more powerful than my PS4 Slim, and my PS4 Slim runs Persona 5 Royal at a constant 30 no matter what. I've never experienced a frame drop on the PS4 Slim. I don't know if I just got unlucky or what, but I should not be getting less than 30 on my PC playing a game that is fucking, like, what, 5 years old at this point? That shouldn't be happening. I don't understand. Don't get me wrong, I love Persona. I love Persona 5. I have a complex relationship with Persona 4, but this has really annoyed me, because I was like, I'm feeling a little bit better, I'm gonna relax, play some Persona, have a good-ass time, you know, and then I boot the game and I get this bullshit. It's really, really fucky. Like, I do hope it fixes itself later, but it does seem to massively be down to the Denuvo DRM. People, when I looked this up, people suggested turning off Thieves' Den. I turned off, which is their online connection, turned off Thieves' Den, didn't make a difference. People said that it might be the game running in full screen, ran the game in windowed mode, didn't make a difference. My render scale was set to 200%, so I was like, maybe if I turn down the render scale, I turned it down to 100%, didn't make a difference. I refused to go lower than 100%, just from a moral standpoint, because again, my PS4 Slim gets a constant fucking 30. I turned off depth of field purely just because I don't like the way that depth of field looks, and that didn't make a difference. I then turned off VSync just in case. That didn't make a fucking difference. Persona 5, I really love you, but if you could just run normally on a fucking PC, that'd be great. There are it was last week where I was playing Elden Ring while watching a video at 1080p on my second screen at a perfect 60. And Persona 5 Royal can't even handle a solid 30. Anyway, thanks for listening to me rant while I'm quite obviously ill. Expect a full video on Persona 5 Royal within the next few weeks. It won't be a main video, it'll be like a port report. Expect it to be kind of negative, but honestly, kind of deserves it. I hope you have a lovely, lovely rest of your day, everybody. Goodbye.